Arsenal Fan TV, this is Robbie here. Now listen, often you hear a lot of talk going around saying that Mesut Ozil is lazy, doesn't do any work. What does he do? All Arsenal fans know what he does. He's a proper player, but there's lots of fans who reckon he's lazy. Even some of our own fans, in truth, sometimes say that Mesut Ozil is lazy. But I'm here today to prove that Ozil is not a lazy player. Check this out. I've got these stats that I've received from EA Sports Player Performance Index on Mesut Ozil, and I'm about to prove to you that Ozil is not a lazy player. Now, I bet you didn't know that, and I'm reading this here, these stats here, they don't lie. The distance that he covered per game over 90 minutes, stacking it up against other players. Check this out. He covers more distance per 90 minutes than Eden Hazard, than Ramirez, Oscar and Willian at Chelsea. Yeah, he does. He covers more distance than Raheem Sterling, Yaya Toure. I think I could cover more than Yaya Toure. Nasri and Fernandinho. At Arsenal, he covers more than Oxlade-Chamberlain, Cazorla, Francis Coquelin, Walcott, Alexis Sanchez. He covers way more distance than him as well. He covers more distance than Coutinho at Liverpool. He covers more distance than Memphis Depay, who plays on the wing at Manchester United. More distance than Ross Barkley at Everton. Mesut Ozil is not a lazy player. The stats show here that this season he's covered an average of 10.24 kilometres per game. That's a distance of 69.6 kilometres over the 7 appearances that he's made this season. That is an amazing stat. Amazing stat. When you run through it, you know, as I said, I've already named a lot of those players that he covers more distance does, but somebody like Willian, who plays for Chelsea, who's a real hard-working player, really gets something down the pitch, he doesn't even come close to the amount of distance that Mesut Ozil is covering. Willian here covering 9.82 kilometres. As I said, Ozil 10.24. Add to that the fact that there's normally an assist on the end of that. This guy is class. This guy is a top player. Who covers the most distance though at Arsenal? It's not actually Mesut Ozil. Do you know who it is? I bet you don't know. Another player that we don't realise covers so much distance and puts so much work in per game, it is Aaron Ramsey. 11.23 kms per game. That is an amazing stat. Second, based on the amount of games he's played this season, he's only played 4. Do you know who it is? Another player gets dissed. Mikel Arteta, 10.69. I tell you what, I'm going to leave you in this video with a competition. Which player at Arsenal covers the least amount of kilometres per game? Do you know the answer? If you know the answer, leave it in the comments below. The person who guesses it right, I'm going to send you a t-shirt. Which player covers the least amount of distance per game? If you get it right, leave it in the comments below. We'll select one. You'll win yourself a t-shirt from out of AFTVstore.com. Leave it in the comments below. But I hope that I've dispelled the myth that Mesut Ozil is not a lazy player. Next time you go to a game, you watch the work rate that he puts in. Watch the way he carries the ball lots of time from box to box. Watch how many times he's on the ball. And of course, watch how many assists he creates. This guy is world class. It's back down to business. The football's back on after the international break, and it's time to pick my Mondo Gold team. Right. Starting off with in goal, I'm going for David De Gea, only 6.7 million. I think that's very cheap. Maybe that's because of all the goals that Arsenal smashed past him last week.